What the fuck? I don't know how you sit in there, bro. That's the most toxic shit.
Nah, Splash Force General Chat is the best general chat there is.
Muted, I'm telling you.
No. What's that one? Balco? The one when y'all
No.
Oh yeah.
Splash
bro.
Force, right? For
Phantom, you can't beat them.
no, it's especially Splash
Nah.
Force. Remember when the black MNVMs dropped for Europe?
Yeah.
We was because it went on sale on hold for 2 hours. We were just sitting there rating each other's girlfriends, and we just fucking take the piss out of it. It's fucking
What is
brilliant.
wrong with you?
But some people were like being really brutal about it.
Really?
This guy's trying to use a hotspot with Splash Force.
I'm telling you, this is the thing. You can't beat that general chat.
Oh, I'm
You will see some of the dumbest shit and the funniest shit in that chat.
It's 15. Goddamn.
Fuck, I wanted a size 16 for the toe.
Size 17. So
Oh, I hit one.
oh,
I hit one.
Let's go.
Let's go! Polaris for the win.
Just get him one more. You be like, yo.
I don't. Let me check. I just heard.
Sold out.
I heard.
Sold out.
Really?
are you serious?
Really?
Shut up.
Really?
Sold
Shut
out.
up.
Really?
Sold out.
Are you serious?
Yep. Special mode has been locked. Products iOS.
Why I feel like I hit like one of like the last pairs.
You know you.
Yeah.
Right.
you
I
did.
literally, as soon as y'all said that
Craig,
shit,
this is the thing. You hit right.
Yeah, he said, "Oh,
And
last."
as you said you hit, I was watching my Polaris go, wave for special mode, wave for special mode, wave for special mode, wave for special mode.
Really?
You hit
Oh,
like the
fuck.
last pair, yeah.
Oh man, call that. What's?
No, I was trying to check out the ones we were going with.
Oh fuck.
I had 2 past.
Alright, what's up, y'all? This is what we starting the this part of the video where I just am leaving the gas station now and I'm about to go get some lunch. But I'm gonna explain to y'all why I'm doing this later. I wish I could have my camera out earlier because there's these 2 guys sitting up here just saying anything at the gas station. But we gonna head over to the barbecue spot over in DC. And then for my locals, I will leave actually what the place is called on the screen once I get there. But alright, y'all. Alright, so actually I decided that I'm just gonna vlog I guess while driving. But basically the reason I'm doing this is just because I was like, alright, when I do these recaps and just other stuff like in the videos with me talking, it's like I'm just always in my room, and so I just felt, you know, I wanted to get out the house and actually, I guess you could say, vlog it a little bit. Not really a vlog, but I guess you could say it's a kind of one. But the main thing I was wanting to get across in this portion is just the fact that with these 2 releases, the Grays and the Bones, Polaris did very, very well on Yeezy Supply, like very well. Obviously, you all saw that I got one, and then on Adidas, it did even like better because I got around, I think, 5 charges on Adidas. But the only thing that all of us we hit are worried about. It's just the fact that none of us did get emails, and with us not getting emails, it's kind of like, all right, is it a ghost charge? But I'm hopeful only because I didn't really see anyone who did hit get an email. It seemed like, maybe I'm wrong, but at least on Polaris's end, I didn't see anyone who hit get an email. Let me know how you all did overall though. The other thing I want to talk about is just the fact that I'm gonna kind of do this a little bit more in these videos, just because while lab cops are cool, I do other stuff, and reselling is something that's very, very important to me, but it's obviously not always what I do. Like for instance, I do make, I wouldn't say clothes, but I am in the process of releasing a hat, which I do have it in the back of the car, and I probably will show you all that. But just let me know how you all did on these releases. Another thing I wanted to talk about actually is a conversation I had in one of the groups that I help out in sometimes, and just some family and friends in. We were having a conversation because one of the members, he got, I think it was $15,000 from his dad to kind of scale up in reselling, right? And, you know, my hat goes off to him, because I'm like, look, if your father can help you out in some type of way, you know, to make you more successful, and in return make him, you know, make your dad a little bit of money, you know, shit, I wish I had that, you know. And the conversation just was, as a father, would you, I don't want to say as a father, as a parent, would you give your child money if you saw that they had an interest and knowledge in something? And so would you give them money to basically scale whatever it is that they are good at, or really, really do have knowledge in? I'm not just gonna say interest, because you want to make sure that they obviously know what they are doing. And it was, I would say, like 60-40, 60% saying yes, 40% saying no. So that's just kind of where the conversation went. And then you had around 60% of people saying, yeah, I would, 40% saying no. And my whole thing was, again, like, my parents, they didn't do that for me, right? So how I buy my shoes is through a credit card. And actually, that could be a whole separate video of just talking about the importance of credit, and, you know, basically leveraging that credit and being able to make it work for you. So if you all would like to see that video, just let me know in the comments down below. But again, going back to the original conversation, would you do that? For me, like I said before, my parents didn't do that, but if they were, you know, I would be ecstatic, because I'm able to now scale what I'm already doing. And then as a parent, I'm like, why wouldn't I? I get it, right? The whole stigma of like, oh, well, your dad helped you, your parents helped you, you aren't self-made, blah, 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 blah. And then again, it's like the whole thing of like, with Jeff Bezos, right? His parents gave him $250,000 to save Amazon, and he flipped that and made it into like $100 billion. And someone said, well, Trey, that's not the same thing. And I'm like, it is. It's business to business. It doesn't matter what business you are in, right? You could be fucking exporting cars, you know, if you need to buy 5 more trailers, and if your parents can help you do that and take your $500,000, you know, to, let's say, 7 million, you know, why wouldn't you? And I get it, everyone's in a different, you know, financial status, but the conversation really was, if you could afford it, right? And if your child really did have the knowledge, would you give them that money to basically scale what they were already doing? I'm not gonna say kickstart, because that just makes it seem like, oh, they aren't even doing it yet, but really just to scale it. And for me personally, the answer is yes. I just wanted to know what you all think about that. But other than that, like I said before, I am heading to the barbecue spot, so I will check in with you all once I get closer, probably once I place the order. So yeah. Alright, I'm gonna record a little bit while I eat. Hopefully it isn't too loud. I'm gonna just show y'all the sandwich, because it is so good. Just so y'all can see that, it's a pulled pork sandwich. It's a pulled pork sandwich. They put the coleslaw on it, which actually I'm cool with. Sometimes I'm not, only because sometimes when you do it, at least what I find for the places I've been to, sometimes the coleslaw juice will make the bun like mushy, but not on this. This shit is really good, really official. It's called D-City Smokehouse. I will have their stuff up on the screen currently. It's off Florida Avenue if you are in DC, and I really do suggest y'all go here, because it honestly is really, really good. But I'm about to eat, and then I will check in with y'all once I do finish, because I do have a few more things that I wanted to talk about. Alright, so I just finished. So I think I want to talk about, kind of just actually go back to it, is the whole conversation which I would do. I'll just leave a poll up on, I think it should be over here. Just for you all to vote on what you all think. And just to reiterate, basically the conversation was, if you had the money and your child had the knowledge, and they were already doing something, would you give them money so basically they could just push that more, I guess you could say. And personally, my answer is yes. And the example I gave was one of the kids, or one of the members, who are in a group that I help out, and he got $15,000 from his dad to kind of just push his reselling career. So yeah, let me know what you all would do. Other thing being, I'm currently, oh fuck, I just broke the straw. Alright. Other thing being, I'm currently looking for people to sponsor for my group Bot Kings. It's not just going to be, I would say, people who do live cops, but more so people who have a platform, period, whether it's YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, or whatever the case may be. Shit, even TikTok. Just drop names down below and DM me on Twitter if you yourself want to do it, or if you know someone who will want to do it. I'll look at every single one and I'll talk about it with my team just to see who I really think fits. And yes, you all will get paid for doing this. You will get a referral payout from doing this. So I definitely think that this is worth your time. Last thing being, like I said before, I am doing a hat, and I think it'll probably be the closest thing I ever do to merch. Personally, I'm not a really big fan of merch, at least the merch that I see, because while sometimes the designs can be cool, the quality is just, I'll be honest, dog shit. Like Travis Scott, all he does is just drop ship Gildan tees, slaps on a screen print. But because I guess you could say some of the designs are good, people go crazy for it. And I mean, there's no problem with that, but for me personally, I'm very, very big on quality. And people who know me know that. I do like, I'll say I like designer items, but not like Balenciaga, Gucci designer, but Rick Owens. And I know some of my friends will be in the comments right now like, oh, he wants to go buy somewhere Rick. But that's personally what I like. And I am looking to make this quality garments, whether it be a hat, shirt, pants, or whatever the case may be. But I guess I will show you all the hat. I have two of them back here. Let me see. Yeah. So this is the hat. It actually, let me make sure it focuses. Alright. So this is a hat. It is in production now. I am getting 60 made. Price is going to be $40 shipped. And I probably will end up selling, I think, 50 of them. The other 10 would be for friends and family who already don't have hats. This is just a sample, but it's pretty close to the real thing. The only other difference on the real one will be the fact that this cord here won't be on the hat. I really don't think people really care about that. But this will not be on the hat, just because the factory that I'm working with, they didn't have the ones with the cord in stock. It's going to be the same color, same everything up here. And then, just so you all know, this part right here will focus again. Alright, so this part, ooh, focus. Come on, don't look at me, look at this. Alright, so this part right here will is mesh, actually, I should be saying. But other than that, it's a really nice hat. I wear it all the time. And yeah, I hope you all really do enjoy it. I will put up something once it is done. Like once the site is and everything is live. But other than that, I hope you all really did enjoy this. And like I said before, please do DM me. And just let me know who you all think would be good for this, because I would really appreciate that. Other than that, I hope you all do have a really good day, and I will see you all in the next video.